Have you ever wondered what products you should put on your face and when you should put them on? Well, if so, you are not alone. So today we are going to be talking about that. How to put it on, when to put it on, the order. We're going over everything from beginning to end, so stay tuned. Today we're going to discuss a standard skincare routine in two forms, the very bare minimum and then a full, complete, everything you need skincare routine. So let's jump into a basic skincare routine. This is the bare bones. If you do nothing else, these are the things you should do. So step number one, this is for an AM routine, is to wash your face with a facial cleanser. And then step two is to moisturize. So we want to clean off all the junk from the night before, and then we want to give your skin some nice nourishment with the moisturizer. And then step three is to put on your sunblock. If you have skin, you need sunblock if it is daytime. No matter what the weather looks like, you need that to protect your skin from UV radiation. That's an AM skincare routine for the bare basics. 1, cleanse. 2, moisturize. 3, protect your skin with SPF. Now an evening routine is even more simpler. So you wash your face with your cleanser. If you're wearing a full face of makeup or you got real dirty, please go an extra mile and double cleanse. Cleanse your face twice. And then your next step would be to moisturize. That's it. You just cleanse, moisturize. This is the bare minimum. I do not recommend you do this on a regular basis because your skin needs really more nourishment than to just cleanse and moisturize. But like I said, if you are someone who doesn't want to do it all, you just want the basics so you feel like your skin is kind of being taken care of, this is what it is. It's also a good routine if you've been having a lot of issues like sensitized skin and you're needing to giving your skin some time to heal from certain issues. Now that's all going to be specific based off of your skin, but it's something you can do, though it's not recommended to do forever, the basic skincare routine. Now, let's get into a standard, complete skincare routine. There are a lot of steps, but I'm gonna walk you through all of them. The first step in the morning is to, you guessed it, cleanse your skin with a facial cleanser. You never want to cleanse your skin with something else because it can be overstripping of your skin, which means it removes more naturally occurring oils on your face. And we don't want that to happen because when you do, you cause an extra production of oils. Let's just not do it. So we're gonna cleanse. And then after you cleanse, you want to put on a facial toner or mist. If you know that your cleanser from step 1 keeps your skin's natural pH level where it needs to be, which is a 4.5 to a 5.5, then you can go ahead and just use a mist. But if you're not sure what state of pH your cleanser leaves your skin in, did I say that right? Yeah, that makes sense, yeah. Then you want to use a toner because a toner restores your skin's natural pH level, which is why we use a toner. It also removes any residue that was left behind if you did not thoroughly cleanse in your first step. So step 1, cleanse. Step 2, tone or mist. And you can be generous with this. You don't have to use a cotton pad. You can spritz it on your face. You can dispense it onto your hands and then apply. I know I've talked about this in a previous video about product application, which I will link that in a little bar over on one of these sides, somewhere up there. And then your next step, which is going to be step 3, is to put on serums. Serums are the state when you are thoroughly nourishing your skin. You're giving it all that great stuff that it needs. Serums are made in a smaller molecular structure so that it can permeate the skin at a deeper level. So this is why typically serums cost more, because they're made to be highly effective. They should be great ingredients that are active, nourishing, and made to do some work on your skin while it's sitting there. And when you're putting on your serums, because there are a lot of serums out there, and depending on your preferences, skin types, skin concerns, and just your love of skincare, you can have a lot of serums to put on in the morning. But the way that you know which ones to put on is by consistency. So you always put on the thinnest serum first, and you build your way up to your thickest serum. So if you're not sure which is which, go ahead and dispense a little tiny pea size on the back of your hand, remembering which one is which. And then you can lay out your serums in order and then get a Sharpie and mark it 1, 2, 3, 4. But keep in mind, if your serum says to only use in the evening time, don't use it in the morning time. Yeah, so you can always put 1 a.m., 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and then p.m. for the evening time. But we'll get to that soon. Now, after you've put on your serums, you want to moisturize. So moisturizers are made to lock in all the good stuff that you put on before you moisturize. It's not made to permeate the skin at a deeper level. It's made to sit right at the surface, kind of permeate a little, and just be a protective barrier, lock in all that good stuff, prevent tool, which is transepidermal water loss. That's where you're losing water, which is, hydration, and multiple layers of the skin, which causes a lot of problems like dryness, irritation, redness, inflammation, and then it can just move on into being sensitized. But we'll leave that for another video, because right now we're just talking about water. And then after you've put on your moisturizer, you need to put on your sunblock, like I mentioned before in the basic routines. You need sunblock of at least SPF 30. And if you're going to be spending the day out in the sun, you need to reapply that stuff, because it's not made to be put on once and then cover you for the rest of the day. It's not what it is right now. Maybe one day they'll develop something that we can just spritz on and we're covered for the day. Oh, it would be so wonderful. Okay, that's it for your AM, your full skincare routine in the morning. Now, a full skincare routine in the evening, there's more steps. So you want to cleanse, and then you want to double cleanse. The way to choose which cleanser you should cleanse first with and which one is second kind of depends on what you have, but think about what the cleanser is promoting. If you have a cleanser that's a prebiotic, or a cleanser that's a vitamin C, or a cleanser that specializes in removing makeup, cleansers that specialize in extra cleansing without overstripping, like Glymed Plus has a Mega Purifying Cleanser. Oh, it's amazing. So that would be a first step cleanser, because it's made to cut through makeup and remove that, as well as, you can clean your lashes, lash extensions, and have no issues. So it's made to cut through that. So that would be a perfect example of a first step cleanser, because your first step in cleansing is to remove the junk that's on your face. And then your second step is to actually clean your skin, because just with anything you're cleaning, if there's a lot of buildup, one step of cleansing is not going to cut it. It's just not. It's just going to get that film off, and then you really need to actually clean. And then for your second cleansers that have extra nourishing things that sound great if it's left on your skin, that's what you want for your second cleanser, like a vitamin C cleanser, a prebiotic cleanser, a pigment cleanser, like an anti-pigment, an even skin tone cleanser. Those are great ones for a second cleanse. So you can pick that according to your top concerns. Just pick according to your top concerns. Also, this is a great area. If you found a cleanser that you love, but it says to only use at night, this is when you should be using it. So your nighttime routine. A lot of times, just a side note, a lot of times when things say to use only at night, it's because the active ingredients cause your skin to have extra photosensitivity, and you don't want your skin to be freshly exposed to the sun when it's just received those active ingredients that are going to increase your photosensitivity. So you want to save that at nighttime so it can be active without causing damage. Okay, let's move off of cleansers. Those are all your cleansers. After you cleanse, you need to tone and or mist, like we talked about a few minutes ago. And then if it is your day to exfoliate, it's time to exfoliate. To remember, it's easier. So you cleanse and tone, those go together. It's always step one, step two, cleanse, tone, cleanse, tone. And then after that, it's the let's take care of the skin, and then let's seal it all in. Just an easy way to remember an extensive skincare routine. So on your exfoliating days, which here's another side note, I do need to mention this because I know this myth was around for a while that you should only exfoliate your face once a week. That is not true. You should exfoliate your face according to the exfoliator that you're using. So a good exfoliator, whether it be a chemical or a physical exfoliator, the product will tell you your frequency of use per week. If your exfoliator is not telling you that, you need a different exfoliator, because if you over exfoliate, you're going to cause a lot of damage to the skin, which we want to avoid. Again, redness, irritation, inflammation, just things we don't want on our face. Anywhere, really, we just don't want that. So throw it out if it doesn't tell you how frequently you should be using it. Let's say you are using a dual exfoliator, which is physical and chemical exfoliators together. If you want me to go into more depth as to the difference between those two types of exfoliators and the different kinds they have within each category, go ahead and let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to make some videos for you. If you don't want to wait for that, you can check me out on Instagram at esther.the.sd. I have a lot of exfoliation videos explaining it. But there we go. Okay, moving back to exfoliation. If you have a dual exfoliator that says to use twice per week, don't pair those days together. So don't use it Friday and Saturday. You want to space it out. So you'd say, let's say you'd use it Tuesday and Friday, or Sunday and Wednesday. You want to have some time for your skin to shed off more skin cells so that it has something to exfoliate. There are exfoliators out there that say to use daily because they're gentle enough for that. Then by all means, use it daily. This is the time that you would use it. Right after you've toned, you would exfoliate. Now that you've exfoliated, your skin is nice and smooth. There's no buildup on the surface. It's time to nourish it. And you guessed with what? Serums. Again, when it comes to serums, you want to layer it in the order of consistency. So thinnest first, building all the way up to thickest. Now, nighttime serums, this is where it gets a little tricky, because nighttime serums tend to have a lot of active ingredients that are chemical exfoliators, like a retinol, retin-A, glycolic acid, lactic acid. They're mixed into some serums. And so you want to pay attention to what you're using. If your skin is not used to being exfoliated, or it's been sensitized because it's been over exfoliated and not nourished and protected, you don't want to go overboard on these particular serums. So a good safe one to always be using is vitamin C, which you can use morning and night. You get more benefit from it if you use it in the morning time. But any type of antioxidant serum, any serums with peptides in it, those all help nourish and build the skin and keep it healthy longer. When you get into vitamin A serums, which is where you get retinol, that becomes a little tricky. I do recommend that you see your esthetician or your dermatologist for how you should pair it, because it's going to be different according to your other skin concerns that you have. And I'm not going to tell you what to do, because if I do, there's probably going to be problems, because like I said, it's different for each skin, period. Whether your skin type or condition, it's just each skin is unique and we need to pair things differently. But serums, thinnest to thickest, use some nourishing ones, some anti-aging ones, some preventative care, antioxidants, just all the good stuff, serums. And then after you put on your serum, you want to put on a moisturizer. Typically nighttime moisturizers are thicker because it's nighttime and they want to give your skin time to get some extra nourishment, some extra moisture, time to recover and repair. But if you have oily skin, you don't need or want a thick nighttime moisturizer. So you just play around with moisturizers and products that you like and see which one feels best for you. Now, if you are using serums and you're using those serums to target your concerns, your nighttime moisturizer can be the same moisturizer as your morning time. It really can be, because you're already nourishing and taking care of your skin in the serum step. So you choose what feels best for you. If you are on the dry side, you are more likely going to be wanting to use those thick nighttime moisturizers because your skin needs it. It just does. And then that's it. That's all you need. If you want me to make a video talking about the many different types of serums and the benefits from them, depending on what type of category of serum you're using, again, let me know in the comments below, and I'd love to make you one, because there's a lot out there and it can be confusing, and I want to be here to help you. So that's it. Let's recap for a complete standard skincare routine. Is to cleanse, double cleanse if it's nighttime, and then you want to put on your toner / mist, and then exfoliate if it's nighttime. And then you want to put on your serums, and then your moisturizer, and SPF if it's morning time. I hope you found this video informative and not too confusing. Go ahead and hit that thumbs up and subscribe, because I'd love to be seeing you every Sunday. Bye.